Hey everyone, I wanted to talk today about the location of bookable meeting spaces within a co-working floor and how that impacts your ability to operate the space. And I think also what would be interesting is, because I spoke to someone about this last week, the concierge placement and why that's important and how you can think about it even if you're not a design specialist, okay? So if we've got a floor, actually maybe I'll do it this way. We've got 2 floors. Or is that a bit of a mind trip? No, we've got 2 floors. So this is the first floor and that's the second. And let's say stairs join the 2. Oh, this is a bit spatially weird. So you got your first and your second floor. The main reason why on this first floor here, you see a lot of those bookable meeting rooms kind of piled there. So let's say you've got your meeting rooms, you've got a boardroom, you've got your big event space, then you've got like some communal areas, and you've got less of the private offices, I suppose, but you'll still have those to a degree. And then this floor is the workhorse floor, right? Like office. And this is when you're dealing with, I'd say, a 2,000 square meter plus co-working operation, and the 2,000 is where you get really good economies of scale. So whenever you're a landlord or investor or as an operator thinking about how much money do I want this space to make, and if that's a big number, which a lot of the time is we want to make more than rent to kind of offset the risk that we're taking on this style of deal, well then you're going to have to look at the 2,000 square meter plus arrangement. It's going to look something like I know this looks horrible, but a lot of the bookable amenity stuff down there and a lot of the private offices and stuff there where you've got your circulation. Because yes, this makes all the money in terms of the majority of the flexing comes from these private offices and suites, because also it's more underpinned income. They can be licensed out in many cases now 24 to 36 months of a time. But the bottom here is if you've got, say, 2 to 3 staff operating this space, think about it. You don't want them running upstairs and downstairs, flipping over or servicing or cleaning these meeting rooms or doing whatever they need to do, because these are the rooms that people need help with. Those are the rooms where people just kind of want to be like, get away from me. This is where I keep all my private stuff, secure stuff. We just want to get shit done up there and do work. So that's a big reason why when you look at it, especially across both floors, a lot of these bookable rooms are in the bottom. It's from a serviceability perspective so that someone doesn't need to run up and down so much. Even if it's just across one floor, you'll also see that if there's a way for the meeting rooms to be close to the concierge or the center manager's office, that's where they're going to put them too. Now, I guess another thing would be if this is the concierge here, and let's say we've got a lift core here and they come out there, right? Oh, this is so bad. When you think about your concierge, and let's say this point is here, always think of it like there's a really old video game, I don't know if any of the youngins or the older people know, called Metal Gear Solid, where you've kind of got your vision cones of where they can see. Always think about where you put the concierge, what their vision cone is. How much can they see without having to get up and go do something? The more they can visually cover, the better it is, because all of this translates to, believe it or not, dollars. It all translates to your operating costs. Because if you suddenly put meeting rooms upstairs and they're running up and down and they're not able to do their reporting or able to service something else, you're going to have to hire someone else to help support them, or they're going to be behind on things. That's going to translate to money. Similarly with the concierge, right? And I guess the last point is, I think we're moving away from the very blocky, let's bleep that out, here's a big desk and here's a concierge. It's turning more into these very hospitality driven, how can we break these? So get rid of that. So if you've got I'll do it over here, a concierge here, maybe it's done in a way where it's round here and then round there. Like a lot of inspiration taken from hotels, because then they can get in and out really easily whilst doing everything that they need to do. So hopefully that was helpful. I'll just have to edit out that.